do you want to know more about Eternal Saga? Do you want to actually learn about the people who make the game? Do you actually want to learn from the number one about where this game is going? Are you actually worried that no one cares about the game? What questions do you have? Well, hopefully you're going to get some answers right now. Welcome to Club Wisdom 8. I'm absolutely completely speechless because I've managed to uncover a very, very important interview in Korean with the CEO of King Media, Dong Hoon-jang. And this is very important because King Media is the company responsible for making Eternal Saga Region Tactics. Now, it's really important to understand from every direction where this game is going, because this game is definitely like a huge, I would say a huge underground cult classic, like indie game. Like I seldom play games that don't even have its own Wikipedia created for it. I seldom play games that don't have I don't really play games as, I would say, as uncommercial as this one. And I must say, this game is, for me, absolutely amazing. And I'll be explaining why in my next video, in a review of the game. However, where is this game going? What is it about? Why should we continue playing it? Should we continue playing it as a community? And what's going to happen to the game? Like, where's it going to go now it's global? So this is related to the global interview, and I think it's important also because for me, I've been really irritated with respect to like Facebook channels, Twitter channels, whatever. There's no information. There's no information about the developers. In fact, I had a feeling that this game is like the people who made this game are uncaring. They don't even care about the global community. They're nice enough to put it in English, but personally, I felt like, the game has so many bugs, it has so many problems, it has this and that. So I just felt like they don't care. But this has changed everything, and this has given me hope for the future of the game. So please enjoy as I show you the translated clips of this interview, and I've taken the best parts to help you to understand, where this game is going. Please enjoy. So, with regard to King Media and the interview, this game is actually in Korea known as Eternal Sword. So, if you're looking into the game, you might need to type Eternal Sword in rather than Eternal Saga. First, keep that in mind. And when he talks about this game, he talked about this game in August. I think it's August. This interview was given in August, I think, or September. Well, anyway, some kind of time around then. And the game was called Eternal Sword at the time. Interestingly, now, in terms of the developer, what does he see this game as? What is Eternal Saga? What is Eternal Sword? What is the game essentially to you? He states that it's a collectible strategy RPG, played on a large-scale battle, like of 20 units per team, and it can go even further. I'm adding the further part, and it's an exciting game. And he does state at one point in the interview later on that he wants everyone to see it as a reasonable game in terms of pricing. I would take it, and from my point of view, I added that from the way he speaks and what we're going to gain overall from this video and the interview, he really wants people to feel passion for this game. And there is a huge reason why. I don't know if I should go into it yet. I think I'll go into it in a future video about a passion. But if you can't feel any passion from him from this video, then that will be a shame. So please, like, try and understand. He does have a huge passion, unbelievable passion, and that's probably going to be the most important. Even though you want to know what's going to happen in the game, I will get on to that as well. So how did the game come about? It began as an indie project, so that's interesting enough. And why does the game have so many bugs and the graphics, etc., etc.? Well, there was no investment at the beginning, and he was making no profit. He was doing the game, he was making the game with a few people for fun. They were enjoying this project. This game is actually like a homage to another game, which I'm gonna go into in a future video. So he's actually really respectful of a game he played when he was at high school, and this game is unknown. so I'm gonna really get into that as well. I'll be getting into that in the future. And with regard to the game itself, like Eternal Saga, his aim deep down is to make the game so good that, to improve it to the point that people will recognize it. He wants to increase the recognition of the game. Does he want to increase the recognition of the game for profit? No. He wants to increase the recognition of the game because he wants people to get into loving and enjoying a game where you have like 20 troops, like a game, this kind of game where many people can play together, because not many people play this game. You probably have no idea about other games that are even similar to this. Why? Who knows why no one ever got into these types of games, but he did, and he wants to show from his heart his version of the game, and he wants people to connect to it. So I think it's brilliant. I'm because you know what? I'm connecting to it. I'm loving this game, and knowing how he feels about it makes me want to support the game. So I'm very happy, very, very happy to see his response. Now, how did you get to know Gameville come to us? So for those of you who don't know, let me explain quickly. First of all, let me apologise. I always call them Game Evil, so that's probably they're called Gameville, and that's probably why they changed their name to Come to Us. Actually, before I continue to talk about Gameville, I must say they're the ones they actually acquired. They purchased Come to Us. So actually, Come to Us is Gameville. Just so you understand why they changed the name for certain reasons. Anyway, probably related to NFTs. But anyway. What happened with Gameville is that they've been securing small and medium-sized business companies, and the company we're looking at here with regard to the game Eternal Saga is King's Media. One of those companies is King's Media, and that is the company that has been making Eternal Saga. So that's quite important to understand. And actually, it's been going really, really it's been going well. And also, you should know Gameville Come to Us now are really big with the cryptocurrency, and they're really looking at incorporating the NFTs and stuff like that into the games, Arcana Tactics or whatever. And I don't know if they'll do it for Eternal Sword, but they're doing it at the moment for Summoner's War. So it's interesting where everything is going with these companies. But this game has nothing to lose. This game is only going to get bigger because of what Gameville are doing for it, or Come to Us. It's going to take me ages before I change Come to Us to Gameville, or Gameville to Come to Us. What does the acquiring of King's Media by Gameville Come to Us, what does it mean for you guys, the viewers, or the gamers? It's actually, in general, excellent, because he says he can use and utilize all of like Gameville's like high-end executives, and like they have so much they can actually give to King's Media to help them to develop the game. So this is great. So it works well for King's Media and it works well for Come2Us. So everything is on track and doing well. Next, the big question. So the big question, what is the future of Eternal Saga? Where is it going? What are they going to do to the game? Now, this is probably what you guys really want to know, right? So, first of all, future content. States... Yeah, so first of all, we plan to finish adding exclusive weapon content. So, and expanding the underground. Now, so question. Exclusive weapon content. Now, he's planned to finish that, so that's something he wants to get done. Now, the exclusive weapon content, I take it that is the... I'm just looking at my game now. I take it that's like yeah, I'm just looking at it on my phone. I take it it's the summoning, those summoning weapons. So if he says finish it, from my point of view, at this present time in the meta, I would say we're at the point where summoning, the summoning weapons is just beginning, because they've only provided summoning weapons for only a certain amount of heroes. Unless he planned it to stop at that point. Because, interestingly, most of the summoning weapons are for heroes that I would say majority of those heroes are below standard. So maybe he's given it to them to give them a buff. So I don't know, but I mean, perhaps if he gives summoning weapons in the next month or in the next few weeks, if he continues to like give more summoning weapons to all units, I mean, this will be kind of well, that will be crazy. Anyway, and expanding the underground. Now, the underground goes with the underground cave, and at the moment it's at a normal and hard level. I don't know if that expansion is the ultimate expansion. It's already taken place. If you ask me, I think the cave originally was 50. It could be, I could be wrong. And now it might have been expanded to 100. So I think the exclusive weapon content is getting close to being finished at this point. And I'm thinking the underground cave, I'm guessing it's already complete. But if he's going to go even further, that's going to be interesting. So let's see what else he says about the future of the content of the game. Next, we then proceed with the awakening of heroes and new stages. Now, awakening of heroes. Okay, so if he's talking about global, then recently well, literally in my case yesterday, they changed the Korean words on Awakening of Heroes to English. So at the moment we can awaken heroes, but when he says proceed with the Awakening of Heroes, the thing is, even while he was talking, you could still at that point, even during his interview, heroes could be awakened while he was giving the interview. So my guess is that what he really means is that a full awakening of like maybe some changes to the awakening, and maybe to make sure like all soldiers like a proper I believe there might be some switches to the types of awakening that will take place or whatever. So I'd say this is still happening at this very moment in time. So with the Awakening of Heroes and new stages. Now that's interesting, and at this point in time, I don't know if after level 55 is the new stage. I don't know if those are new stages. My guess is that they're not. So I'm guessing that there's going to be a lot of new stages to come, which is great because there are already so many stages. There's so much to do in normal, so much to do in hard, so much to do in chaos. So there's always something you can do. I think the amount of stages in the game is, I think already I'm very satisfied, but to see it going further is even more interesting. So yeah, keep it up, keep it up. Okay, so yeah, well done. And no, that's not the end. Not to mention, the addition of new heroes. That would probably, I should have put that in bold, honestly. I mean, that is not to mention the addition of new heroes. I mean, and yeah, I'm going to try and predict what those heroes are later. He doesn't give any indication of what the heroes are, but we all know that the werebeasts, we all know that we're going to get werebeasts as the soldiers, and we already have in this meta, we have like, the names are awful in this game, sorry. Bella I can deal with, but the Sian, for like, it should be like Sean, but that's a girl's name. So probably Sean. Who knows? Anyway, we have 2 werebeasts at the moment, and so they're definitely going to expand on them, and I'm guessing there's going to be another 4 to 6 werebeasts coming out. But I want to go further, and I'm going to explain what's going to come after the werebeasts, and I've got a very, very good reason for why I'm sure I know what's coming after werebeasts. So keep focused on my next video. Next up, so yeah, before I continue, new heroes, great. I mean, well, maybe not great, not if you don't want to spend your gems. And should you be saving your gems for these future heroes? No. Yeah, there you go, there's the bowl.